It is the most wonderful time of the year, both like if we're talking holidays and we're talking sports. We have a smorgasbord of sports to get to, man, or of stories to get to on the show. Blindside Sports, episode 17. Emmett Douglas, the host of this program. Get me on Twitter at EmmettNosi04. Follow the show Blindside Pod 11. Instagram Emmett Nosi. Emmett is spelled with Emmit. Sorry if the audio quality does sound a little bit different today, as I am on vacation. I don't have a regular mic. I'm using a computer mic. So, sorry about that, but we got this episode. All right, on the menu today, I kind of want to throw some holiday talk in the mix, just cause. And then I also want to talk about week 15, and then we're gonna look ahead to week 16. Talk COVID. I know. I'm sure we're all tired of hearing that COVID word, by the way. Like, everyone is just like, oh, COVID again? But, it's a topic in the sporting world. And then KD getting soft. How about that? Or not, or is KD, Anyways, let's hop into this. My thoughts on week 15. Now, first of all, I want to start with this. My main takeaway from week 15 was actually in this Thursday night football game where the Chiefs played the Chargers. And Brandon Staley, this has been an issue all year for Charger fans where, all right, instead of kicking the field goal on fourth down, we're going to go for it. And I believe it was 5 times the Chargers went for on fourth down, and it costed them. It was something insane. And okay, my thing is I get maybe once or twice, all right? I understand that. But when you kick field goals, when you kick field goals, or when you go for a fourth down, you don't get it, that's losing points. Even if the Chargers had one field goal, right? One field goal, they would have won the stinking game. Put that in consideration. And then Brandon Staley proceeds to rip everyone. I just don't get it. I just think, man, like you can't be on these like 4th and 7s, like in the red zone. Like the thing that I guess confuses me about this whole situation is 0 points a slouch to you, man? Is 0 points nothing? 3 points. 3 points is nothing to like slack about, right? Like 3 points is points. I don't get the call. I don't get the big ball Staley thing. How about the Indianapolis Colts, right? They are able to eke out a win over the Patriots, and they're overall the better team. And this was one of the marquee matchups going into Week 15, where like the Patriots were favored, right? Like Patriots on a hot streak. I believe I picked the Colts. Oh, and I'm really hot on the Colts. They had a good game. Jonathan Taylor had 2 rushing touchdowns. I believe it was like a passing touchdown to Nyheim Hines. Bill Belichick didn't have answers for the Colts, and he just kind of said it bluntly. Yeah, they outplayed us. And this is a time though where with this Mac Jones offense, it's like it can't be too like one dimensional, as Mac Jones did throw a touchdown on Hunter Henry. Like it can't be one dimensional. Like this whole run. It can't be like that. Like you have to find the other option, especially like a team with like the Colts have a good defense. Like, see, I'm super high on the Colts. Like they are just going off, right? They are going just insane, right? They have the Cardinals this week. We're gonna get to that moments from now here on Blindside Sports. But you have the Cardinals. I can't remember who you have to close. I think maybe the Jaguars and the. We'll look it up. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, I thought I stopped the recording. I'm like, yeah, well, okay. So my takeaway from that one, it just shows to me how impressive the Colts are. If you can beat a Bill Belichick coach Patriots team who are on fire, if you can do that and you can prove yourself the better team, man, that really shows a lot. And like I said, this was for the Indianapolis Colts. I said this before, I believe I said this last week. This is a game to prove your doubters wrong, right? I mean, the Cardinals game could be that. We'll get to that in a minute. I know I keep bringing that up, but this is really the game against a hot Patriots team. A lot of teams are struggling against it. This is the time where if you want to prove you can be a for real team, that's when you do it, man. And it shows a lot of credit about the Colts. Shows a lot of credit about Frank Reich, the Jonathan Taylor, that defense, even Carson Wentz at times, even though Carson Wentz is sketchy. Overall, good win by the Colts. Blindside Sports, Emmett Douglas with you, chopping up Week 15 and then previewing Week 16. And I was thinking about not even covering Week 15, right? Because it's Thursday night as I'm recording this, we will talk about the Thursday night football game. I was like, okay, what happens if we didn't cover it? But I decided to do it. It's a super late Week 15 reaction. Merry Christmas, by the way. It's December 23rd as I'm recording this. Another thing that makes me go, from this week, in the NFL season is the Arizona Cardinals slump, man. This has been a thing for a couple of years now. The second half slump. That's what I call it, where Kyler Murray, Mr. Choke at a time where you can't choke. How do you lose against the Detroit Lions? And it wasn't even close. How? Right? Like, there's not much to say. The Lions are. This is probably something that we probably won't say for a while, but the Lions were the better team by a long shot. The Cardinals looked like the Lions or the Jaguars. Like, how about that? How does that work for, like, it's just wild to me, man. Like, they really just, they were stinking like Abe Lincoln. Kyler Murray had a horrible performance. Seems like Kyler Murray, when he'll get some pity ankle injury after the first half of the season and then choke in the second half. It's just wild. Lions choked at times. They cannot choke. We're going back to these controversial calls here in Week 15. That was a big situation. As the Ravens Packers game, starring backup quarterback Tyler Huntley, filling in for Lamar Jackson, who was injured. Tyler Huntley, I was impressed with this guy. The way he showed up against the Baltimore Ravens, or against the Green Bay Packers, I think he had all four of the touchdowns. I know there's two passing tutties over to Mark Andrews at the tight end, that beast. He had like 200-something passing yards. He also rushed the ball. Overall, good performance against a Packers team. And the question that comes up is, okay, this guy, he's not a Lamar Jackson, but he's less money. This is either trade value or we keep him. I really think this guy has shown against a Green Bay Packers team who isn't no slouch that he is something. It's wild to me, and I like it. I support the guy, and I hope he does well, right? Aaron Rodgers had a good game, and I forgot to mention, Huntley led the Ravens from behind, kept it a close game, and then this is the part where it's sketchy, right? I actually spent a long time thinking about this, and most of the time, all right. If you guys don't know, Baltimore Ravens kicked it instead of kicking the extra point to tie it to send the game to OT. They decided to go for two, and this is one where at first I was like, okay, that's a stupid call, but when you get to thinking about it, I could see both sides of this, man. I could see both sides of this. Um, where all right, I'm gonna lay both these views out for you because I understand both of them, and this is a story where I'm in the middle on it. All right, you go for two, you win the game, and you don't have to worry about Aaron Rodgers. Right? If you kick the extra point, you have to worry about Aaron Rodgers going out there, scoring a touchdown or a field goal to win the game. Also, if you stop Aaron Rodgers, and this is why I kind of think, okay, maybe you should have kicked the extra point. If you stop Aaron Rodgers, you have the best kicker in the NFL, Justin Tucker. You have to get to the other 40, and he'd probably make it. That's a gamble, maybe like 35, and he'd like 90% sure make it. But even so, man, like it's just hard to, okay, Aaron Rodgers is like, he's not known for being clutch, but I still I could understand the point of, all right, we need to, like, who knows if we could stop him. Like, it's kind of crazy to me. I want to take a break from week 15, and I want to, talk about, this is a funny topic that I heard on the Ben Maller show the other night, and I have to bring this up as we're talking holiday talk. Obviously, the holiday season is all these irrelevant bowl games, which honestly, I kind of enjoy some of the bowl games. And the Duke's Mayo Bowl, we're gonna be talking about like bowls that they usually pour stuff on the people, on the coaches after the game. Duke's Mayo, first of all, I hate mayonnaise. That is disgusting. I would not want that stuff poured on me after a win. And that would be such a mess to like wash off after that. French fries, I'd be down with because if you have any other suggestions, let me know on Twitter at MNOC04. And I'm actually gonna Google bowl games here. We're gonna Google these bowl games and kind of go through them. Name of the 2021 bowl games. Oh, name of the 2021 college bowl games. Cheez-It Bowl, I believe, would be another one that it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, get a bunch of Cheez-Its. All right. The Rose Bowl, roses. That would be weird. Except, all right, let's see. Frisco Football Classic. I don't know what you can pull with that. Camellia Bowl. That's crazy. All right, we are back with I just got some bowl games, and obviously, who cares about the matchup? Like, I'm not like that much of like a degenerate like betting gambler where I care about the matchup. This is like just non-sporty. Sugar Bowl would be annoying to get a bunch of sugar pour on you. Peach Bowl, that would hurt, right? Bunch of peaches to the dome. Chick-fil-A Bowl. Hey, dude, Chick-fil-A goes hard. Like, okay, what would you pour in there? Pour on something. Would you just drop a bunch of Chick-fil-A sandwiches? Like, I feel like it would be like a Chick-fil-A sauce, and I'd actually be okay with that. Like the Cheez-It Bowl we already talked about. Holiday Bowl. So I don't know what you pour on. Probably just Gatorade. But, or like, if we're talking holiday, eggnog? Yo, alright. Anyway, that's enough of that. Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams on Tuesday night. The Seahawks were defeated, and it was a horrible performance. Is Russell Wilson to blame completely for the Seattle Seahawks loss? That answer is no. No, 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 no. He is not. All right. And the reason is you have no offensive line and no running game. And okay, then my guess is he did not play good, but when you have no offensive line, no running game, you just need you can't like blame the quarterback for having to try and carry all the weight on himself. And you know, yes, Russell Wilson did have a good game. Do I think some of the blame should be put on Russ? Oh yeah, of course. What type of question is that? But I don't think like all the blame should be centered towards Russell Wilson. I just don't get it. And I'm not going to bring up, Russ leaving or Pete Carroll because I've said it like 8 times this season about the whole situation. It looks like the Seahawks are in for a rebuild. And this is every time the Seahawks stink it up, this is going to be a story that gets brought up. And yeah, man, I just got to say, like, the Jaguars, man, they did not look good. And people hate on Jalen Hurts. Stop it. This guy is like that Eagles system. Like he fits so well in that system. I think if like the system stays, Jalen Hurts is gonna stay and he's gonna be successful. I really believe that with all my heart. Jalen Hurts, fly Eagles, fly. And he actually shredded the football team defense. Like he had a good game, 3 total scores. And I'm mad about this. It didn't matter, thank God, but I benched him for fantasy because I just trusting Joe Burrow or trusting the COVID situation for Washington and like that, his ankle injury at the time. I just was like, all right, I'm gonna start Burrow. 9 more points doesn't mean anything because I won, but still, Hurts can rush the ball. He can even pass. Like it's just a good, situation. Even with that ankle injury, he was still able to ball out, and I think that ankle injury is still like getting him because he's questionable. He's back on the injury report. Week 15. People want to say about this Monday Night Football doubleheader, right? This wasn't even on my notes to talk about. But people saying we should do it all the time, like this 2 p.m., 5 p.m. thing. I like football. I think the game should be more spread out. But we gotta work on Monday. Dude, people on the West Coast, 2 p.m.? Really? Really? I could see 4:05 and like 7:05, but then the East Coast people are gonna get mad. So there's like no way of working it. And if you do the game at the same time, like there's already the smoke of the Washington Eagles or Washington Redskins Eagles game where people were mad about that. So I wish it could happen if you can find like the right way, and even like 3:30 and 6:30, like even that would work. But these football spread out throughout the week is kind of nice. It's kind of cool. And I just also gotta say this too, like COVID might have ruined the NBA Christmas, and also NFL's trying to steal the thunder. More people are gonna watch NFL over NBA, and that's just a fact. Blindside Sports, I'm a dog was hanging out on the Thursday night. This should be up Friday or maybe late Thursday night, depending on what happens. Give me on Twitter, MNOC04. I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna give you my thought. Favorite holiday food? All right, couple options. Obviously, like you got like cookies are good. You know, you got all that. Eggnog's pretty solid if you call that a food. Give me your answers at MNOC04. I'm curious. Kevin Durant got into some heat the other day on Twitter again. Like Twitter's KD's worst enemy. He tweets out it was this kid doing a move. Yeah, the guy was was traveling, but he tweeted out this blank sucks or something or stinks or something like that. All I gotta say is, my thing on this is okay. Me, if I were to tweet that, okay, yeah, okay. But you're a professional athlete. You're supposed to be setting an example. But also, at the same time, like, let that dude say what he wants to say. All right? Uh, COVID in the NFL. Uh, they stopped testing vaccinated players unless they show symptoms. Alrighty. That's cool. Like, good. I mean, a lot of the league is vaxxed, so it's like whatever, man. That's really my thought on it. Blindside Sports, Emma Douglas with you, hanging out. We are gonna jump right on into the Week 16 previews. I just want to say this too: like 300 players have tested positive for the vid. That's pretty mind-boggling. I believe that's what the NFL said earlier. That NHL to shut down the season. Anyway, let's hop into Week 16 as Christmas Day. We have two games. We have Cleveland, Green Bay. If I had to pick a winner, Green Bay easily. Browns have just been horrible. Green Bay's a better team. Aaron Rodgers is a baller. Give me Green Bay in this one, 33-16. This is the one I was talking about, Colts Cardinals. Obviously, the Cardinals going into their second half slump, and the Colts were beat the Patriots last week. I don't know if you could take the Cardinals seriously against the Colts. The Colts have a good defense. I feel like they could easily boggle up Kyler Murray. No D-Hop, obviously, for Kyler Murray. It's like he doesn't have like his best weapon, but the Colts, their offense is loaded. They got Jonathan Taylor, of course. Like nothing's gonna stop him. And overall, if I had to pick a win, like I'm gonna pick the winner here. Uh, expect expect this one to be like a 33-20 game. I expect the Colts rushing to be like the primary, focus of this. Jonathan Taylor's obviously gonna be a beast. Wouldn't be surprised if Kyler Murray ran in for a touchdown, but I feel like mistakes are gonna be what cost him like the second half slump. Like why is that? It's so weird. Obviously, oh yeah, I want to talk about the 49ers Titans game tonight. And I've been on the trade Jimmy G thing for a while. I think JG is a solid player, but there's just times where his mistakes get the best of him. Right? Like he threw that pick, man. He threw two picks, should have been three. And it probably cost the Niners a game. He was sluggish. And there's some times like, oh, Jimmy G's a great quarterback. And then there's some times where you're like, oh, Jimmy G is what is this guy doing? Yeah, Trey Lance. I feel like they should do more Trey Lance. And the Niners, like, if they had like a couple less talented players, they wouldn't be as good as they be. They're so talented where Jimmy G can have these games sometimes, and they'll still be a solid team. And the Tennessee Titans, the Tennessee Titans didn't show their A game, right? You had Ryan Tannehill under center, didn't have the best of performances in that first half. The second half, it was all Titans. Titans had that momentum. A.J. Brown, back from IR, was beasting and feasting. And it was just a momentum situation for the Titans. That's what won the game. The mistakes of Jimmy G cost the Niners big time. We can all agree on that. And overall, the blame goes on Jimmy G. The Titans weren't that good, but they're the better football team in the second half overall, and Jimmy G just simply choked at a time where he couldn't choke, man. And you know what's funny? I swear, I had the kiss of death. I tweeted after the first drive where Jimmy G went 5 for 5, 59 yards. I said, Jimmy G's going off, or something along that line. I can pull it up, or y'all can look at MNOC04. And then he proceeds to vomit all over himself and throws us 2 picks. Should have been 3, setting the Titans up. And I'm also surprised, like, it wasn't, like, a bigger score margin. Just the way that the Jimmy G played wasn't good. Deebo Samuel was trying to keep the Niners in the game, too. So yeah, Blindside Sports, Emmett Douglas with you as we were chopping up Week 16, and we were at the start. We were looking back to Week 15. We have a lot of crapshoot matchups this week as the Jets go and play the Jaguars. That is going to be interesting. You have the battle of the rookie QBs, Trevor Lawrence and I believe Zach Wilson. Don't expect much from this one. Give me the Jets 19, Jaguars 13. It's like the lesser of the two evils of bad football teams. And that's where I'm going. The Jets are less of a bad football team. The Jaguars stink. So that's where I'd pick. Sunday night, Washington football team, Dallas Cowboys. Not much to say here. Cowboys 34, Washington 21. Kansas City Chiefs.
The Chiefs take on the Steelers on Sunday at 1:25.
Chiefs Steelers. Chiefs have a lot of players on COVID, the COVID list. So who knows, like, who's gonna be playing for them. I'll actually check that out, like, right now. Because I really like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill were on the COVID list. I think it really depends on who's on the COVID list. Maybe the Steelers pull this off. So according to my sources here, just did a quick Google. Travis Kelce's still on the COVID list, Tyreek Hill's still on the COVID list, and even like another interesting. Apparently Harrison Butker is on the COVID-19 list. Now obviously it's still Thursday as I'm recording this, so like stuff could change potentially. But I think I'm just gonna pick this game to whereas these guys are out, right? So I'm gonna take, I feel like this could be a closer game. I still have the Chiefs pulling out 23-21 over the Steelers. I feel like it would be a way worse game if Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce were there. They still could be there. It still could be that, but that's what I'm taking for now. Obviously, I think the Chiefs are going to pull through. Seahawks Bears is gonna be two mediocre teams. Bears just did not get it done last week. Seahawks didn't get it done last week. Russell Wilson's obviously the better quarterback. Tyler Lockett just got activated off the COVID-19 list. So, I'll take the Seahawks in this one, 28, Bears 17. Like, the Rams, obviously, Bears defense isn't as good as the Rams defense. And the Bears are without Khalil Mack. So, like, that's the thing. So, yeah. New Orleans Saints.
The Saints battle the Dolphins on Monday at 5:15.
Saints Dolphins on Monday. The Saints have placed Taysom Hill and Trevor Siemian on the reserve COVID list, and the Dolphins are hot. Not much to say. Saints offense kind of peters out, but I'm gonna take the Dolphins this one, 28-20. So that's a good one. Eagles Giants. Jalen Hurts questionable. I'm gonna take the Eagles by a lot. This one, this pick bit me in the butt last time against the Giants, but I'm gonna take the Eagles 31-10. Who the Giants? Check. New England Patriots.
The Patriots face the Bills on Sunday at 10 a.m.
We have another rematch of Patriots Bills. Oh, this is gonna be a good game. I think the weather conditions are gonna be different, so I'm gonna take the Bills in this one. 31-24. The Bills rushing defense is Garbo, so expect a lot of rushing from New England Patriots. Who knows? New England could pull out the win here. I'm riding on Buffalo here. I expect Josh Allen to have a hot game, and the Bills are gonna try and show something to because the Bills are like a playoff team and everything. The Patriots are also a playoff team. This is gonna be a fight. I'm super excited for this one. Like this is gonna be great. It's gonna be good football, and it's gonna be bruising football, and it's just gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so good. Buccaneers Panthers, obviously being the Buccaneers without Leonard Fournette for a little bit and without Chris Godwin. Panthers aren't very good, and the Buccaneers have like a way better defense. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers in this one. 34, Panthers 7 or 10. Detroit Lions.
The Lions face the Falcons on Sunday at 10 a.m.
Ooh, Lions Falcons. I'm gonna take the Falcons 24 to the 20 of the Lions. And I don't know. Okay, before we get to the to more picks, we're gonna do a couple more here. I wanna kind of backtrack. We were talking Seahawks Bears, and I want to talk about something that Bobby Wagner brought up. Bob Condata, Seahawks reporter, was talking about this earlier on Twitter. Of how Bobby Wagner is kind of mad about this whole situation of the Rams COVID, and he's mad about like the short week and everything. And my takeaway on that, my take is this. All right, dude, does it suck? Yeah, but it's 1 week. If you keep having them push back the games and stuff, then everyone's gonna keep trying to do it more and more. So yeah, this week's gonna suck. Get used to it. Get over it. Next week will be fine. That's my take on it. I really think that Chargers go over to the Texans in this one. Another crapshoot of a game. I'm gonna take the Chargers 34, Texans 17. I wouldn't be surprised if Davis Mills kind of chalked up the Chargers. Los Angeles Rams.
The Rams bested the Seahawks by a score of.
Rams Week 16.
The Rams play the Vikings on Sunday at 10 a.m.
Rams Vikings all day. Rams 34-17. Vikings suck. Something needs to happen with the Vikings. And that's just a fact. Blindside Sports, Emmett Douglas with you. If you enjoy this show, like it. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow the podcast. Download the podcast. Like the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast. Share with your friends, because word of mouth advertising, you know what? It's the best advertising. All right. If you suggest something to your homie and you say it's really cool, they're going to want to check it out. They're going to want to be like, oh, this fool saying it's cool. Why not check it out? Why not? Do we pick the Ravens already? I'm trying to remember. Baltimore Ravens game.
The Ravens meet the Bengals on Sunday at 10 a.m.
Ravens Bengals. I'm gonna ride the Hundley train. If Hundley started, I'm gonna ride the Ravens train. Give me the Ravens in this one, 27-20. or 24. Actually, no. We're going higher. 38-31. Apparently, they're not trying to double team Jamar Chase. That's what I heard. So, Bengals could have a show-out pass performance. Trying to count out the games. I need to be better about like getting the games ready. How you guys doing today? Hope you all are having a good day. Yeah, I believe that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. If y'all enjoyed it, make sure to do what you do. Like it, subscribe, comment, give me feedback. I'm looking for feedback. I don't have any interviews planned at the moment, but yeah. Oh, Broncos? Denver Broncos.
The Broncos take on the Raiders on Sunday at 1:25 p.m.
Broncos Raiders. This is gonna be a good game. Raiders obviously struggling. Give me the Broncos in this one. 23-16. I don't really see like a lot of high scoring, like a shootout. Like I don't really see that this week. Unfortunately, but games are gonna be good. And I'm looking forward to it. We got to enjoy the NFL while we have it, and that's just a fact. Thank you all for tuning into this podcast. If y'all enjoyed it, like, subscribe. Happy holidays. Word of mouth advertising is the best. Peace.